This is addendum to get an atheist into heaven. We are mere imperfect nothings. Once we did not exist. We were perfect, immaculate, now tangible from a place where the secret is kept. We are Promethean, sanctioned conscience, illuminated dirt, students of the mass hallucination that is time, in God, and God, when he does not exist, is perfect. To regard God as a non-entity is to revere his absolute perfection.
We passed along the stairs of what and was there. Although I was not there, he said I was his friend, which came as a surprise. As I spoke into his eyes, I said, I thought you died alone. A long, long time ago. Oh no, not me. I've never lost control. Your face to face with the man who sold the world. How else would Joseph Biamon's phone not go off when David Bowie's being fucking sung, dude? Right? We have enough fans of that. The truth be told, it's that I wonder, does anybody wonder about the written word as to the spoken word? The spark, the glare, the darkness. Does anybody ever worry about it? And look, Edgar's alive. I can see you, Edgar. For once, I saw everybody just glaze over. This motherfucker's from America right here. South America. There is a South America. This motherfucker glazed. He's like, wait a second. There is a difference. The sword has come through, man. Whether you're sitting there jumping or fucking Edgar rise, dude. I see that. I saw that victoria siempre. The only answer to that question, it's not a question. It's on with the victory always. It's not a question. It's a definitive statement. But there's only one statement to be made after that. When you say hasta la victoria siempre, the only statement after that is siempre. Always. On with the victory always. All you say is always. Because when you're down in the hole and you're fucking sucking the mud and you're saying, and you're drinking your tears, and you're tasking the Lord to fucking take you to the next world, because this world has nothing to offer you. You can't think of any one fucking person. They might sit in front of you, but you can't think of one person that would give it to you. And then they give it to you. They give you that one person you can fucking pray to. They give you the one person besides Jesus. There's always Jesus, but besides Jesus, they give you that one person on this earth suffering with you to pray to. And you fill a fucking room with the people that after that one person, there's many. And there are many. If you've got any, we've got many. If you can think of one person that truly cares for you, you can think of two. Because someone cares for him too. It's hands across the water. Don't ever feel that fucking bad. Suicide's nothing. But to say that for someone to think that they are all alone, you're not alone. None of you are alone. We're all alright. I can't read up the written word today. I can't do it. I'm fucking too drunk. I came and I called the fucking air bombs in. But I can recite. So I'm going to recite.
Highly unscientific search for signs of the oversoul. Maybe I am a hard case. After all, I do like to look in the toilet when I am finished. However, the psychology behind not flushing eludes me. I enjoy flushing. It is as though I am destroying that which I have created. I let my cigarettes live out their ash in the crux between the curb and the street until the cherry whimpers. I might even languor and muse about the possible destruction of a city by way of my callous disposal of things. Only because I have found myself in an odd corner now and then, alone, to skip and scrape my cheap shoes on the concrete with the reciprocal of my collected sighs or spent laughing.
If you untie your synapse from where the bent light frequency, you decodify the media's abstract sequence. They cage up the panther, they give the lamb its shears. Who says there's nothing to fear? Buildings turn rubrics cube, mercury-rich television tube, Vision Pulse Fixes like 1, 2, 3. It's a bing bang plot. And now you see Poppy went to lockup, cop in the drop. Cisco went suburb, connecting the dots. All existential pretense is over the fence. What, where, from, why, how, to, when. You can talk about use, because I know what you're using. You can get loose or you can get loosened. The word on the street, well, it's still cooking. Set it on simmer just to see who's looking. Bing bang plow has just to the question. Question never answers, and I never learned the lesson. A lesson don't teach, you gotta teach yourself. Only the weak ask for help. They take a deadbeat discotheque technique, turn the salt into sugar, sugar in the sheet to the shake, tisk boogie, bing man plow the child cookie. Weather vane, storm drain, Vishnu karma, semicolon, pop, pip pop, the doobie do I done, did you ever go walking? I want to turn back like a mad owl run through the alley. Have you ever done something that will make you do that, like a sticky fly jelly in the pond? Well, how you got a reason for your colors? Do you got opinions for us all? How's about $1 for the cause that stands on another man's wall? Well, maybe this is how we all get along. If you don't throw rocks from a window, then you'll live to tell that there's a storm coming. So why they gotta dig in a well every night to the river with a song and a dream of winter burn the river and the steam, something you trick and dog on some drink right away. Others, they bury the fire and they go home again. But me, I dug a shallow hole, I called it the night, I laid up in the gutter counting the light that was a star. I went down to the river, pockets full of soot. The water was a river naked, but it was not alone. I went down to the river, all gasoline and sweat. I went down to the river, I got wet. Burn the river is good. Burn the river is good. Burn the river is good. Good drink. Get a drink. Start over. No, that's all right. Lisa, you can do whatever you want. You know, this is your day, you know? I was told that. Ladies and gentlemen, you can bury my heart in the convenience store. Among the silk flowers and the cheap beers and the big bag of chips. Fuck ergonomics, I want the big bag of chips. I've looked at the window. I've looked out the window at the clouds, through the screen to the clouds. I've looked past the wires and poles that we've worshipped and glorified. The wires and poles that we've learned to worship and glorify. I've looked past them. I've seen the future. Dare I say, the future's magical. A maternal beauty, such as Lisa Driscoll. It's a beauty. But we're in America. We say we came to live in America. And we live past revolution and villains. We've surpassed villains and revolutions. Well, I got what you need. Have you ever wanted something so badly that it possessed your body and your mind through the night and through the day until you finally got it? That's when you realize this is not what I wanted after all. Those self-same sickly little thoughts going to attach themselves to something or somebody new, and the whole goddamn thing starts all over again. Check it out. I've been crushing the symptoms. I cannot locate the cause. Could God really be so cruel to
give us feelings which can never be fulfilled. Well, baby, I got my eyes set on you. But when you put your arms around me, we'll both be looking for somebody new. Because I've never found peace in the breast of a girl. I've never found peace with the religions of the world. I've never found peace in a newspaper or a bottle of a glass. But sometimes it seems the more that I ask for, the less I receive. Yes, the more that I ask for, the less I receive. The only true freedom is freedom from the heart's desires. And the only true happiness this way lies in being too young. Too young to know, too old to care. Here and there and everywhere. Being contradictory to yourself and your desires, to your wants, to your ilks. You know, I've been on highly unscientific searches for signs of the oversoul. And I know what it's like to tie together the oversoul. It's meeting new people. But when I was looking, I knew it was a hard case. After all, I look in the toilet when I'm finished. I do, however, disagree with the psychology behind not flushing. I enjoy flushing. It is as though I am destroying that which I've created. I will let a cigarette live on its ash at the corner, the crux between Dauphine and Conti. I will even languor and muse about the possible destruction of this fucking very city. That's just because all of y'all left me on an odd corner now and then to be alone. To skip and scrape my cheap shoes on the concrete. Spending the reciprocal of all of my sighs in one single laugh. Aha! Lisa Driscoll's orchestra. Lisa Driscoll's orchestra. Ladies and gentlemen.
This is a poet in Hog Alley with a question mark. Of course, I am aware that I am being of the present, which will one day be the past, speaking to the future that will become the present and eventually be the past. Well, I am aware that I have a chance at ruining this fucking world for others. I am no coward when it comes to fucking it up for everyone else, when there is the odd chance that I might get it right. When a horse takes a shit, he does not care if it falls on a dandelion. A horse does not concern himself with such things. When a horse is hungry, he eats grass. He does not stop to think that he may scour the earth. And if that horse becomes a delicious meal in a fucking fine French restaurant, unbeknownst to the customers that they are eating horse, then I say that horse has served his purpose. Do you know what I like more than poetry? Everything. This may be surprising, seeing as I write poetry and have even been called a poet. Well, I've done and been called worse. And if these were charges, then I would answer, yes, I write poetry. Yes, I am a poet. But I write poetry because I love everything else. Poetry is the base. Poetry is not why we are alive. And I'm not a horse who just happened to shit on a dandelion. I'm the self-proclaimed laureate of Hog Alley.
To continue in that trail.
full semester to make straight A's after withdrawing several classes, and felt like I had graduated into my poetness. However, I was mentally ill, freshly mentally ill. I had gotten out of the mental hospital several days prior to enlisting into the college service. My father tried to dissuade me. He said, "You don't have to go." The same man who forced me to get a high school diploma was now telling me that I could let up steam, that the train was going to come to a halt, that I did not have to push myself. I had to prove to him that I could make A's. I made straight A's and enlisted for a second round. However, this time I was confused about going to school and partying, and I, before flunking out of every class, withdrew completely with 9 credits to my benefit, a whole bunch of medicine, and I fought it the whole way until a couple years ago. The thing was, my uncle was considered mentally ill, and as far as I know, he went to jail in Parchment, Rankin County, as far as I know, for having supposedly killed someone. His name is Gregory Dominic. My name is Thaddeus Conti. Thing is, I don't know if it actually happened or not, but it was such a frightening event that every time I felt sick, I took the medicine. I took it, till the last time I found myself hospitalized. And the doctors were telling me all these medicines they were going to give me, and I kept saying, I'm allergic to that one doesn't work, this and that, all this other stuff. Then they said one more that I did not know about. Invega. It's an injection. I said, okay, I'll take it. They processed me. I got out, took a cab with a certificate that got me a free cab ride. I had already walked back from the mental hospital previously, but this time they gave me a cab voucher. I don't think the cab voucher worked, and I had to pay cash when I came out on my birthday, Halloween, 39 years old. That was 7 years ago. It is now to the point that they have tried to take my medicine away so many times that I possibly and quite possibly may have lost it. But I don't want to fall back into drinking and drug use, carousing, fighting, hurting people, because I'm not good at that. I'm good at loving and being kind. If you can't prove that by this message, I don't know what you would prove. This is not the end of the Matrix. This is not a game. It's 5 days before St. Patrick's Day 2021. 7 days before St. Joseph's Day 2021. My name is Thaddeus Conti. I was born October 31st, 1975, and some people say that I was born twice. However, I do not know. What I do know is I have double crown. I'm told that I was circumcised twice. Is that enough? Thing is, I like to write poetry. I like to study artwork, but nobody likes it enough to buy it. So if I can make a living, having no living at all, no living wages, and still receive my benefits, meaning medicine and money, not enough to survive on, but enough to get by. If I can do that, then I can keep the whole ball of wax. Well, to the powers that be, I say, please allow me to. Please allow me to. This recording is 7 minutes long. Boo doo 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 doo. Exactly.